Hello again, Charles, Karen. We're going to spend just a couple of minutes, as we've been doing, studying some wonderful truths from the Bible. And one of them I want to share with you now is the power of testimony. God has worked wonderful things in your life as a believer that you are obligated to Him and to the kingdom to share and tell to others. And that being true, I want to take the next few minutes and share some testimonies with you that have been written to me. People have experienced dramatic encounters with the Holy Spirit. And I'm just delighted that I received these through the mail. And here is the first one. Listen to this. Dear Brother Charles, while skating, I took a spill onto a concrete floor and shattered my left pelvis. From there, I made slow recovery. I could not climb ladders and could not walk without noticeable limping. But then I went to a men's retreat in Hinton, Oklahoma, where you were preaching. You laid hands on me, and to my amazement, I could run and jump without pain. The doctor took more x-rays, and to everyone's amazement, the x-rays showed no break of any kind in my pelvis. The doctor said, "You have had divine healing from the Lord," because with any kind of break, there is always evidence that the break was there. Your pelvis shows you've never had a break. But I have over 40 x-rays that say I did. So let me tell you that the Lord not only touched me, but healed me completely, which I will always remember every time I run or jump or climb a ladder. And do you know, we take such routine things so for granted, but when a man is dependent on being able to climb ladders and move around, and his income is dependent on that, and suddenly a break like this stops it, that's a dreadful thing to experience. But the dreadful thing is totally wiped out when the power of the Holy Spirit brings healing. Please know this. Jesus has never recalled from current modern ministry His will and desire that ministry of healing be carried on in His name. But here's another letter, a little different approach. Dear Charles, 3 years ago I lost my husband suddenly. I didn't know what to do. There were so many things I had to decide that I did not want to live any longer. My husband had a gun and it was loaded. I took it, got in the truck, and started driving. I ended up at my pastor's office. He prayed for me and took my gun. A few days later, I learned there was a 3-day meeting at our church. My friend and I decided to go. Charles, you were preaching. She told me things would happen which I had never seen before. She tried to prepare me because I knew nothing about the Holy Spirit's work. Well, she was right. Things happened I didn't understand. But as I turned to leave, Charles, you appeared in front of me, prayed, and laid hands on me. Now I know about the Holy Spirit. I was slain in the Spirit and went to the floor. The angels were singing the most beautiful songs I have ever heard. My soul was at peace. I had a hearing problem for several years with my left ear, but a few days later my ear popped loud as I was driving. Now I can hear well and don't have to ask people to repeat what they say. There are no words to describe, Charles, what I felt. I've never known such peace. My life changed. Charles, before all this happened, I didn't believe in miracles. I do now. We have no idea what God will do for us. I never knew before how much God loved me. I now know, and that He will take care of me. Thank you for your prayer for me, Charles. What happened? Lonely widow, husband dead, depressed, got her gun, was going out and intending never to come back. But not only did she survive that attack, but later got filled with the Holy Spirit. And when that moment of impact came, when this temple of the Holy Spirit laid hands, as Jesus taught, on her temple of the Holy Spirit, and she was flooded with that enormous peace, so much so that in effect, God just dropped her to the floor. Dropped her. She was, in that moment, bathing in the glory. Now, God does that. People in our day get upset and say, no, God would never lay anyone out on the floor. Well, my caution to you or to others who say that is, don't dare Him. Just don't dare Him. Anyway, here's a third testimony I want to read of another physical healing. Pastor Karin, I attend Beltway Park Church in Abilene, Texas. On Monday night of the Word Spirit Power Conference, the Holy Spirit used your hands to heal my back. I was diagnosed with scoliosis at age 11 and further injured my back during college days by baling hay. For 24 years, I lived with chronic pain. 3 to 4 times a year it would get bad enough that I could not get out of bed for several days. I had special chair cushions, shoes, mattresses, pillows, and pain medications. You invited people who were in pain to come forward for prayer. No sooner had you placed your hands on my hips when my torso began to twist to the right. My feet, unmoving, continued to face forward. My body twisted to face the back of the room, a position there was no physical way I could have achieved. And I remained there for some moments. Listen to this. I got home and started getting ready for bed, adjusting all the pillows I had used for years to try to make sleeping tolerable. Then it occurred to me, I might not need them. I slept that night flat on my back, no pillows, all night long in the sweetest and most restful peace for the first time in 24 years. I was able to dress the next day without pain or holding on to anything. I was able to remove the special cushion in my office chair at work and get up and down all day with no pain. I've had no back pain since that January 29th. I laugh, and I'm certain people laugh with me as I go around bending and twisting and kicking my right leg in the air, showing and sharing the power of the Holy Spirit's healing. Thank you for your obedience in being a vessel of the Holy Spirit. Blessings on you. And this is signed Carmen Money, Abilene, Texas. Now, why do I preach and insist that the benefits of the New Testament, all of them, are still with us? It's because they are. They are. Please don't let anyone tell you that the New Testament has been edited or that it's lost its meaning and lost its power. Rather, prove to yourself that you can believe everything Jesus and the apostles said. All right? Just trust in the Lord with all your heart. And if you're benefiting from these little videos, please click on the like and subscribe button at the bottom. All right? We'll talk again soon. Till then, God bless you. Love you big. Bye.